everyone. Yeah, I'm just here to play the Rising before the event ends. I'm gonna be really busy the coming 2 weeks. So I probably won't be able to stream the MSQ just yet. But I'm here to do the Rising before the event ends on September 11th, which I'm not risking it, right? It's a Sunday, I have some free time. I'm gonna jump into it. So, let's go. Shall we? Oh! A little back in, and there's a shooting star. It's pretty. I love the sky. Dude. Rising to the call. Oh my god. Alright. Hold on. Of all the coincidences, you hardly believe it, but I was just to this very moment reminiscing of the time you lent me your strength a 12-month past. You see, I again find myself in pressing need of an adventurer's aid, just as I did last Rising. Oh, if only she were here, I thought to myself, and here you are. Well then, what do you say? Shall we clasp arms once more? This feels really funny. Yoshi P is just like standing there summoning all the players. Of course he would. Of course we would come, right? My thanks. The matter is this. I have been approached by a lady named Ayoyo who wishes to imprint her own inimitable mark upon the skies above Limsa Lominsa. I speak, of course, of the fireworks that illumine these rising nights. Learning of my contribution to previous year's festivities, she has enlisted me to her cause. See, I think it's a little bit funny, because all the previous Rising, if not all, most if not all of the previous Risings are in Oda, and for the 10th anniversary, they decided to put it in Limsa. It's cool. We're gonna have Limsa Risings for the next 10 years? We already have the ear of the organizing committee. However, Lady Ayoyo has expressed a strong desire to consult with a storied adventurer before finalizing her proposal. Come to the Yellow Jackets guardhouse at the base of the Coral Tower, and I will introduce you. I've been playing this game for 3 years now. Like the first Rising, I didn't really understand that this is like the devs. Like a lot of times I don't know. It's like the first time I did the Rising, I didn't really realize that it's like an anniversary event, and like the devs are saying thank you to players. And like over the years, it's like it gets more and more obvious to me. And last year when there were like thank you notes from the devs, from like the sound team, the emote, the animators, you know, it's pretty fucking wild. Three years. Is it here? Oh, there she is. A 1.0 music. Lady Ayoyo, one storied adventurer as promised. Oh, she has the carbuncle earring. It's so cute. Blessings of the 12 upon you. Name's Ayoyo. Cannoneer first class with the Yellow Jackets. It's an honor to have you on board. I'm trying my best. Did I mention that it is the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities, not only in decorating of these fair Lominson streets, but in designing and constructing the fireworks that brighten the skies above them? Lady Yo-Yo here is quite the savant in all matters incendiary and explosive, and so it has fallen to her to formulate a plan for the display's crowning glory. Me and the other lads and lassies of the Cannoneers whipped up a load of lovery little drakes, snakes, and devils for the Moonfire Fair, but more the same ain't going to cut it for the rising. I feel like I'm trying to do a Texan accent or something, I don't know. Cause it's all about remembering those we lost in the calamity, ain't it? Them and theirs deserve something a mite specialer than a bunch of old bangers. An admirable sentiment, I'm sure. It was not due for our ode to such poignant memories to be aught less than memorable. Let us make this year's rising one that the citizens of this fair realm will not soon forget. Took the words right out of my mouth, Veery. Thing is, having hardly set foot out of Limsa in all me days, I reckon I'm best placed to know what's going through the minds of the citizens of this fair realm. And so you would pick an adventurer's brains, one who has journeyed far and wide across this land we love and knows it and its people intimately. Yet before we call upon your particular wisdom, mayhap it would behoove us to seek out a wider range of opinions. Many and more look to the skies come rising night, and the thoughts that run through the minds are no doubt as diverse. Let us learn them. Sounds like a plan. Mind if I join ya, dearie? Could do with learning some of these thoughts myself. Right then, where's best to start asking around? Someplace a lot of outsiders gather, I reckon. How about we meet in the Aetheryte Plaza down in the lower decks? While you two are so engaged, allow me to continue our discussions with the organizing committee. I shall await you by the F-cast. Oh, Lalafels are so cute. Maybe I should, like, Fanta. Maybe I should be Lalafell again. Maybe. When I'm done with MSQ, I'm gonna Fanta into a Lala again. Because I like to do that, right? I like to go back in my serious cat girl mode when I'm doing the MSQ, and I like to be a silly Lalafell when I'm done with the MSQ. You see them lights down Orca's alley, dearie? Decorations for the festival they are. Every year, when the streets are all decked out for the rising, the art fills with all kinds of feelings. Sorrow, pride, regret. But enough about me. We came here to find out how the other folks feel about it. Let's split up, head down the alley, and ask a few likely-looking customers each. We're on a schedule here, so don't go asking every single soul you see. 4 or 5 should do you. I'll meet you down by the ferry docks when you're done. Hawker's Alley. Oh.
Welcome, welcome. What may I interest you this fine morning? Information, is it? Well, if you really must to know, the whizzing and banging that fills the air this season always take me back to the time just before the calamity struck. A great festival was held to celebrate the reformation of the Grand Companies. People in the streets were hooting,
and Halloran, and setting off fire spouts and all the ships in the bay, now bedecked in maelstrom colors, let loose their cannons. It seems so foolish now, knowing what was soon to befall us, but all that noise served a purpose nonetheless, drowning out the fear that ever whispers in our ears. It is my firm belief that the rising fireworks serve the same purpose even now. They present a vision of loveliness, of togetherness, that we might forget our fears and be given hope for a brighter future. Callbacks to 1.0 is so nice, dude. This is like, I know it's like the whole purpose, the whole point of the event, but it's always so good. It's always so good to see 1.0 references in 2.0. 7.0 actually. The streets are full of life, the skies full of fire, and the westerly winds filling our seafarers' sails as it does our hearts. I couldn't have picked a better time to come home. You a sailor too, are you? Open with the fireworks, you say? Good on you, lass. I have a few memories of back then, if you've an ear to hear them. I'm a merchant seaman, you see, always sailing hither and thither across the waves. Was just back from a trip to Radz-at-Han when the calamity struck. Everyone was looking up to the sky and that loathsome lantern that hung low in it. Like most folk, I don't remember much of what had happened in the days before or after it fell, but I'll never forget those faces. And that's what I love so much about the fireworks. You see the same faces looking up, this time with a smile. Reminds you not only of the bad times, but how we got over. The accent is not accenting, dude. It's so bad. Oh. Alright there. Anything I can do for you? You're asking for people's thoughts on the rising fireworks? Would have thought a great hero like you would have better things to do with your time. But I suppose that's what makes you a hero, eh? Helping people out whichever way you can. Well, I'm like most people, I suppose. I think of those I lost. My parents, most of all. I wonder if they're watching too. Swam up from the bottom of the ethereal sea to see what all the crashing and banging is about. It's complicated. There's a Wonder Woman who just passed by. She distracted me. Sorry. It's complicated, I suppose. If you sat there gone, but happy I'm not. I'm grateful to Baderon, saving me and so many others. If they are watching, I hope they can see me too. See that I'm doing alright for myself. That they might sleep soundly for another 12 months. But hold on. There's another one around here somewhere. Oh. Can you see them too, my love? You're involved with the fireworks and want to know what I think of them? Well, just now I was wondering if they can be seen from far out in Yarfing. Do you know? I see. The reason I ask is that my husband is out there now. Meant to be back by rising night, but it seems the tide didn't turn in his favor. We're so looking forward to the fireworks. I do hope that he can see them from where he is, that we can share them together, no matter how far apart we might be. That is my only request to you, that you make the finale as bright and boisterous as you can, that all those who cannot be together this rising might still share its message. Okay. Very dark. Oh.
So keep you waiting, dearie. So, what did you find out? What did you find out? I don't know. I need to work on my, my inflations. Same. Was expecting them to just like looking at the pretty lights, but it seems the feeling runs a lot deeper than that. The memories of the calamity still sit heavy on their hearts, but the rising fireworks go some way to lifting that weight. So, any ideas for the grand display? What kind of things you reckoned would help lift those spirits the most? Something that gives people hope for the future. I have no doubt that's the correct answer. Hope for the future, eh? That ain't a bad idea. Reminding folks that however dark the night, dawn is just around the corner. Dawn Trail, baby! The Rising Age is about mourning those we lost after all. It's about remembering the struggles of those who survived to steer us to a brighter future. Aye, that's it. That's what Limsa needs this rising. Ships, cannons, a departure salute. Not just for the fallen, but for those setting sail for unknown shores. A visions of the past and of the future. An old bleeding armada filling Galadian Bay, lighting up the very heavens. Who wouldn't want to watch that? That's settled then. The minstrel's going to love it. He said he'd be up by the aft castle, right? I'll see you there. I never remember to like put on my cat ears. Oh, that's it? That's the quest? Quite short, huh? It's shorter than usual. Or is there a second part? Let's see now, 1500 weight of fire sand and 500 yalms from shore. Reckon we're going to need more ships. Our intrepid adventurer returns, and positively bursting with inspiration, I take it. I see. A traditional seafaring salute, not only to the memories of the fallen, but to the future fortune of those who follow in their wake. A most fitting proposal, I'm sure. Thanks to both of you, but our work ain't done yet. There's a lot needs sorting out before we can put this idea into action. So much to do, so little time. If you wouldn't mind helping us a little longer, dearie, I'd be forever in your debt. Let me know when you've got your loins good and girded. There's a second part. Wait, I need to see if the vendor is still in Philly. Is she still here? Hell yeah! Thanks, Minfilia. Oh! That's a spectacular thumbnail. Right then, let's get started, shall we, dearie? The plan is, we're going to line up an old fleet of ships across the bay and have them fire a broadside into the sky. But before we go about finding our fleet, we need to get the plan approved by the organizing committee, and that means convincing Commodore Rayner. I'll take the lead, but I ain't exactly got the silverest tongue nor much experience nobbling with the higher ups. If you two see me struggling, put in a word, won't you?
Of course, my lady. The cause is ours.
Right, give me the ears. Together then, to the Coral Tower.
I want to put it in my 2 cents. But not yet. Hey yo yo. Last I had the privilege of meeting the Commodore was around the time of the Calamity. I'd been arrested for conspiracy to incite rebellion. Naturally, it was all a misunderstanding. Oh, that's funny. I last met him, I last met the sheriff 10 years ago, where he arrested me for inciting rebellion. Some of the scurrilous soul had been singing songs of sedition. If not for Rainer and his relentless pursuit of the truth, I might still be lingering in the brig. He's a shrewd investigator who would brook no equivocation. Shall we then? I'm bringing back old NPCs, which is always really nice.
Oh, I know this guy!
Wanting to make the Ryzen display special, I can fathom, but the sheer scale of this proposal is beyond anything I imagined. Ayoyo, need I remind you that the first duty of the Yellow Jackets is the keeping of the peace. Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily workings of the harbour, but is sure to foment agitation among the commons. Knowing this, do you still mean to persevere with this outlandish plan?
I do, Commander. Every Lumensen art, every Eosian art, still bears the scar of the Calamity. All that loss, that hardship, that struggle, it cut deep. But the Rising Age is about looking to the past. It's about looking to the future too. And if it's our duty to watch over folk, keep them on the straight and narrow, I reckon it's our duty to see them off on another year's journey too.
Well put. I accept that your intentions are pure, but what of the logistics? I trust you have a plan as to who exactly will be providing and paying for this fleet of yours.
Yes, Commander. We're going to petition the Maelstrom for the flagship and the rest from the Black Sails.
Of course. One is wont to forget that those buccaneering souls remain bound to serve the Maelstrom in times of necessity. Lady Ayoyo would have us parley with the 3 great pirate captains and remind them of their civic duty, it seems.
Aye, that's right. The pirates answered the Admiral's call back when the moon was fallen, fought and died at Cartano, same as the rest of us. When they hear about our plan to salute all those who fell and all those who didn't, I don't doubt they'll answer the call again.
I wish you all the luck in the world in recruiting those rogues to your cause. You shall need it. You shall need it. Very well then. Allow me to arrange the parley. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all of my remaining doubts answered. I bet you remember that you go speak with pirates. Lawless marauders all. Pray that you do not say aught to offend them, lest we find ourselves with a mutiny on our hands. What are they gonna do? Kill me? I shall have the Maelstrom summon the leaders of the 3 factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations. Yay! Let's go!
Cheers for sticking with me, you two. I hope I can count on your support in the next set of negotiations and all.
Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the captains, those far-famed scourges of the seas, will prove rather less biddable partners than Commodore Rayner did. Whereas when of the sanguine sirens may be swayed by emotions, Carvalane of the Kraken's arms is of a much more mercenary mind. The executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above all else. There's aught that unites them, it is a zealous spirit. Let us argue with passion, that we might inflame theirs. If it's passion you're after, I've got that in bleeding bucket loads. But I might need you two to jump in again. Cause me tongue decides to tie itself in an half inch. Wait, half inch? Half hitch? Just say the first thing that comes into your head and I'll pick up after. The pirate accent is really not accenting. Come on then, dearies. Let's head on over to the anchor yard and get this parley started. If it's Carvalane, I can just blackmail him. Cause that's what we do around these parts. Last time we blackmailed him into getting us to Kugane, I think. This is fucking funny. Wait, what? Oh, I went the wrong way? Okay, I went the wrong way. This is embarrassing. Oh! I actually know all of these people. Thanks for coming. The reason we asked you here is... the Maelstrom's summons laid it out for us loud and clear. You want us to help you with the rising fireworks. And the answer is no. When my sirens fire a broadside, it's to send our enemies to the bottom of the briny, not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for drylanders to gulp at. We've better things to be doing with our time. It's just a rare occurrence, to be sure, but I find that my opinion aligns with Rosamund's. Our time is precious, and I am sure is yours. Let us hasten to draw these discussions to a close. I shall put it bluntly. I see no profit in this endeavor for myself and my men. So unless there's anything else... Oh! Oh my god. You put the Admiral and the Yellow Jackets in your debt. A debt of gratitude, perhaps, for providing the men material for this pageantry entirely at our own expense. I saw no mention of the Krakens being compensated for our efforts in a material sense. Or am I mistaken? The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose would no doubt draw all the lords and ladies of the realm to gather in the city, personages of high renown and deep pockets. Aye, and if they saw you lot working hand in hand with the Maelstrom, it'd do wonders for your public image. Folks who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with a barge pole would be queuing up to do business with you. I do believe you have a point, poorly phrased though it might be. To win legitimate business, one must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Sort your image, and sort anyone who's too lily-livered to trade with us. They can stick their barge poles up their backsides. What's in it for the sirens? Oh my god. They keep pulling the... Okay. Okay, I'm taking that. Oh my god. What? What are you trying to imply? I'd rather cut me ass off with a rusty cutlass than have to spend another minute in that trained peasant's company. Me and my girls are proper pirates. The Sanguine Sirens ain't told about the pirating life, though, are ya? You run almshouses for the sick and injured, and those with child keep themselves busy with odd jobs, such as come their way. Them's your hunters, and the folk who are drawn to the city to see the grand display your quarry. I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stalls selling food and grog and the like, and they'd make a killing, providing they had all the right permits from the Yellow Jackets. Yeah, shrewd one, you. Maybe I could lend them a hand myself. They do say the best way to man's heart is through his One of the executioners. There's no dishonor in linking arms with the Admiral, Merweb, and the Maelstrom, surely. You, Yellow Jacket, I want you to tell me one thing and tell the truth. This is Limsa Luminsa, the greatest port in all the realm. You could find this fleet of yours without our help, yet you've come here begging for it. Why? Oh. They're whipping out the piano. Because I reckon you're the ones who need the rising most. The black sails only came together because of Cardinal. You could have upped anchor and sailed off into the sunset, but no. You fought like demons on those cursed flats, made heroes of yourselves and martyrs. The way I see it, it's only right that those that lost the most, when they stood to gain the least, should be the ones to fire the salute to the departed. And a salute to the departing, too. The calamity changed the lives of you pirates more than anyone. If anyone should be celebrating new beginnings, it's those whose new beginnings already begun. So it's all for our own good, is it? Yeah, I'm heading back to the Estalicia. Send word when you have hammered down the details of this display of yours. We'll see what we can do. Aye, aye, Captain. Can't rightly say no to you, can I? We lost a lot of good people back in Cottonelle. Let's send them all off with a bloody great bang. I will join you on one condition, that in your reminiscence of trauma past, you do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself. Pray do not force me to restrain you again. I never force you to do nothing. You'll keep your hands off me if you want to keep them, you randy bastard. Quite the fragile flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. My ships will not ready themselves. Nah. Let's meet Yoshi P. And breathe. God, I was so nervous I could hardly speak. Thanks so much for chipping in when you did. Could have never got him on our side without you. Right then, time to put the finishing touches to this plan of mine. It's going to be wonderful, I just know it. Oh, and about your reward, I've given it to the minstrel. You can grab it from him. To new beginnings, lass, and may the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Oh. You did a great service, my friend, both for Lady Ayoyo and for all those who love the Rising, myself included. For that, I shall ever be grateful. I expect it shall be still some hours before preparations for the grand finale are complete. Mayhap we can wait together. Oh! Ah, forced weather. That's when you know shit is good. While we wait, would you care to hear a verse that has lately come to me? It is a song of celebration, of encouragement, for all those who sail for unknown shores. Pray, lend me your ears. Yoshi P! Yoshi P! Yoshi P! Let's fucking go! Greetings, warrior of light. He's here. Hold on, I need to like get my volumes up because I can't fucking hear shit. Oh. It's the master volume in the game. Uh-oh. Hi, Yoshi P. This is a world that exists outside of your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind, perhaps? Or perhaps not. Hi, Yoshi P! It's a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitfalls, but we have enjoyed every step in your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us. Yet a lengthy history need not mean a foreshortened future. Many adventures yet await. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that takes in all the diverse wonders this wide world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever greater. To be certain, it would be a less trying task to sleepwalk ever onward down the same well-furrowed path, yet to venture down paths untrodden, we believing in the bright and glorious future that lies beyond them is by far the more rewarding. This is the gift that we wish to deliver unto you, the gift of adventure. And we pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, heretofore and hereafter. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. One cannot know what fills the hearts and minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see very different images in those explosions of light and color. One thing I know for certain, that right here, right now, we look to the same sky. And though the paths that lay ahead of us may lead in very different directions, sometime, someplace, they shall cross again. Thank you, Yoshi P. It's like every time he appears in game and talks to the player. Oh, the zoom is personal, dude. It's almost time for the display to begin. The consummation not only of our labors, but of the thoughts and prayers of the people of this fair city. A salute for the departed and for those who set sail into unknown waters. Many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Whoa! That's a spectacle. From eastern sea to eastern sky, the sacred sun ascends, and voices stir of wind of waters. Wind of waves of ropes of sails of friends, who, like the golden light of dawn that streams across the sea, sets sunlit sail for foreign lands. May fortune follow thee. Her journey done, so sinks the sun below the western waves, and memories stir, friend of yore, asleep in watery graves. Let not our voices raised in song disturb your endless sleep, but join us in our chorus and you dream among the deep. An excerpt from an ancient mariner's song, a prayer for the safe return of those who sail o'er the far horizon, and for the peace of those who sleep beneath those same eternal waves. It concludes with a wish that the voices of those whose spirits are stirred in anticipation of new adventure reach the ears of those whose adventures ended too soon, that they might be united as one. A fitting sentiment for the rising, methinks. And so I offer you my own heartfelt wish, that even should your adventures carry you beyond the far-flung horizon of this wide world, we should meet once more in a 12 months' time, and look up to the same sky together. Shit! Why am I crying? Man, dude. No. amazing. Yay, you got a mini game. For 11's sake. A southwesterly. What? You hear footsteps approaching. You turn and see. Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Hello? No way! Yo! I knew it was you. I could tell it from your bearing. Forgive me. It gladdens me that our paths should cross again, of course. And yet I find myself somewhat lost for words. I'm dropping the accent, dude. I can't do this. Are you well? What brings you here? Is that so? I should have known it. It is very much like you to help others fulfill their dreams, to bring life and light to the world. I always liked festivals, as did all my brethren. Though the celebrations have taken diverse forms over the years, all brought smiles to the faces of our children, and in turn us. Though it was our custom, nay, our duty, to watch over you from the phantom realm. One among us was so drawn to the music and the merrymaking that he adopted a mortal form, that he might join you in your revelry. In every festival is imbued the hopes and dreams of mortal man. You implore the gods to listen to your pleas, and they hear you. They still do. So next our paths should cross. Ook. Okay, so. Oh my god. There is no way, bro. Okay, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Let's go, Battaron! My man! Let's go! If it ain't me old pal Nicole, here to back the old bird for guidance too, are ya? Shit. Dojibi said you had an in this year's fireworks, and not a bad job you made of them neither. You met Dojibi down in Hawker's Alley, I sent down to pick up some stock for the wench, but you know what she brought me back? Only a bowl of bleatin' Bacchus. Paid for it out of her own pocket, she did, to thank me again for saving her life. Don't know why she's so hung up about it. The girl's paid me back 100 times over with all her artwork over the years. Felt a bit bad accepting it, but, well, a bottle of Bacchus is a bottle of Bacchus. Reckon it's you we should be thanking anyway for that marvelous display. All the ships in the harbor, the fire in the sky, brought back a lot of memories. Some good, some bad, but every one of them well worth remembering. And we ain't done making them yet. You'll be off on your next adventure soon enough, I wager. Well, you can't rightly be striding out on an empty stomach, now can you? Come up to the wench, and we'll fill your belly. I am actually hungry. But I'm gonna sit through every cutscene. Let's fucking go! Baron! The Admiral! herself! Let's go! This is her track. No, this is a coincidence. Rhino was just telling me the role I can't do it. Rhino was just telling me the role you played in putting a display together. I'm sure all those who gathered in my city to witness it were as moved as I. A salute to all those who set sail for new adventures. It shall surely resound in their hearts, and give them strength and courage in the year to come. And a salute to the fallen too, was it not? Many and more lost their lives on the fields of Cartano, the men and women of the Black Sails chief among them. I thank you for giving those who survived them this chance to put their grief to more productive ends. I thank you for giving this... Oh, why do you keep saying that? I thank you for giving the celebrations an unmistakable touch of salt, too. This year's Rising was not merely in Limsa Lominsa, but off her. I look forward to seeing how future host cities follow our example. But for now, let us focus on the present. I'm sure I've kept you from your business for far too long already, and I must return to mine. I must offer my prayer to Lim Lane and be on my way. Fare you well. I wish you safe voyages for the year to come. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. The head chef of the Bismarck. Woo! My culinary days are short-lived, but damn do I like it. Well, 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 I come to feel Lim Lane's breath on my face, only to find the faithless besom whispering in the ear of another. How have you been keeping? We've got you to thank for the Rising's display. Ayoyo's been singing your praises from Fisherman's Bottom to the Coral Tower. What? Surprise, I know her. Limsa's a small place, lass. Oops. Hardly a day goes by I don't see a yellow jacket or several in the Bismarck, whether it's to sup on the finest food and wine this side of the sea, or to clap the irons on those who tap the cask and touch too thusly. Suppose an adventure like you might have noticed, and it always coming and going as you are, but stick around in the city for a while and you'll see. Jackets, ages, axes for hire, the true friends of the common folk. Ayoyo was a retainer before the calamity struck, you know. A master had a thing for fireworks. Every time they came back from their wanderings, they'd load her down with an hundredweight of spouts and spinners they picked up from God nowhere. Day and night, you'll see her down in the market ward, beaming that sunny smile at every passerby, trying her damnedest to flock the stuff. Enjoyed the work, I reckon, but then Dalamut fell, and she lost her master. Literally lost him. The way she tells it, it were as if the calamity burnt an hole in her memory and they fell straight through. Couldn't remember their face, nor their name. Oh! Implying she worked for a warrior of light, if not the warrior of light. But she never forgot the fireworks. The amount of gunpowder that went through her hands over the years. She couldn't help learning a bit about making things go bang. An apprenticeship with the cannoneers later, she was a yellow jacket. So when I heard they were the ones who'd been put in charge of the Rising display, I knew she'd be the first to volunteer. The Rising, the fireworks, they mean a lot to her. And as a friend, they mean a lot to me. So thank you. We have one more cutscene, and I'm off to eat. Oh! The minstrel is right there! I didn't even see him! Sicard? Sicard! Let's go! If it isn't my old mate, Nicole, I heard you had a hand in the fireworks, but I thought you'd be long gone by now. I'm glad you stuck around though. Gives me a chance to thank you. For getting the executioners involved, like, can't say you didn't run us ragged, getting the whole fleet loaded up with the 10 tons of far sand and ready to sail at the moment's notice. But it was well worth it in the end. Aye, there's nothing a pirate enjoys more than a bit of the old pyrotechnics. The perfect send-off for shipmates past and present. Even got me in the guts, so it did. Most risings I spend at the bottom of a flagon, thinking of those we lost in salt in my grog. But this salute's only gone and put the wind in my sails. I'm up in anchor tomorrow in search of an island sanctuary of my own, somewhere to bury me booty. Wish me luck, and may Limlane's breath ever blow at your back. And I think that's it. Many and more have come from far afield to enjoy the festive atmosphere of Lim Settlement Service Rising. Now that your work is done, be sure to bask in it yourself. So, it's been 3 years since I started playing this game. Every time from the second time I did it, like the second from last year, like from when after I finished like Shadowbringers, and no, I think the first Rising I did was like I just finished Shadowbringers and I was just in it for the emote or the reward. I didn't really think much of it, right? But then starting from last year, finished Endwalker by then, and it hits so hard, especially with all the notes in Oda. Last year there was like a bunch of letters from the devs, just kind of like put up in Oda, and you can read them all. It's from like the Department of Sound, the Department of Emote, the Animation, the Department of Translation, Department of it's everything. Everyone's there, right? And and Minfilia's here too. So you know, it's been a while now since I started playing this game. It never failed to amaze me of what they did with this game, and what the players, it's like what this game has become to players. I think it's great. No matter if they made it or not, I think they changed our lives. For better or for worse, honestly. I don't know if the letters are here this year. I'm just coming here to check, and apparently it's not. The 10th anniversary was last year, I think. This year was 11th, maybe, for 11th's sake. Seasonal events. Happy New Year. For 11th's sake, I can't find the 10th anniversary. But yeah, I don't know. In the past 3 years, I have graduated from university. I went through like one of the hardest things which was like making a whole book for my graduation project. And then I graduated from university. I got a job as a professional webcomic artist. Oh, webcomic artist. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. And then I tried so many new things. I'm actually like going to Singapore on my own this next week, which is why I can't stream. I've been busy preparing for it, and the convention that I'm going in Singapore is actually Final Fantasy 14 themed. It's Maker's Quest, and none of this would have happened. Like, well, I would still graduate, right? But none of this social stuff that I'm doing, none of my new internet friends that I've made in the past 3 years, I don't think I would have made as much friends as I have if I didn't play this game. I didn't bond with people. If I didn't bond with people over this game and over the story, I don't think I'd be here. So the Rising marking another year's past, like it's like every single year I have this like uncle. I know this is like really parasocial of me, but it's like having this uncle that you meet every single year at like a family gathering or something, and then he says, "Good job. Like, hope you have a 1 year of good luck or whatever. Like, hope this year will bring you good tidings and everything." It just feels like that. And then also, my birthday is in 2 weeks, so the Rising usually falls into the late August, early September, which my birthday is mid-September. But it always feels like it's an early birthday celebration for me, right? Because he's like bidding me good luck for the next 1 year and stuff. So it's like, I don't know, it just hits hard. And yeah, I'm glad I played Final Fantasy 14. So in turn of them saying thank you to me, I want to say thank you to them. All the same, right? And I'll see you guys next stream. That's probably in like another week or two. Thanks for watching.